Good morning, students. Today we are going to continue the second part of the chapter nouns, of which we have done the previous day. So, in the previous day, we have dealt with what is a noun, and we knew that a noun is the name of a person, place, or a thing, and then we started with the kinds of nouns, and we have done with the proper nouns, material nouns, abstract nouns, common nouns, collective nouns, and each of the definitions of these nouns has been discussed in the previous class. So, we have done with what is a proper noun, we have done with what is a common noun, we have done with what is a collective noun, we have done with what is the definition of an abstract noun, and what is actually the material noun. Now, after doing this, we have to continue with the nouns, and we will, I said the previous class that I will tell more about collective nouns and abstract nouns. So, first we have to do another type of nouns which we have missed. So, there is another type of noun which noun is actually classified into, and that are countable nouns, and another one is uncountable nouns. So, we need to know what are countable nouns and what are uncountable nouns. So, if we start with countable nouns, this means the nouns which can be counted. So, the nouns which can be counted are called countable nouns. Now, many nouns can be counted, you know very well. So, for example, you can tell that pen, pencil, book, okay, anything can be counted, bottle, like this. What are uncountable nouns? Uncountable nouns are those nouns, so the nouns which cannot be counted are called uncountable nouns. Example is milk, we cannot count milk. Then we have water, we have oil. So, these are the things that cannot be counted. So, this is what is countable noun and what is uncountable noun. Now, in our book it is written, countable nouns can be used with words such as one, few, or many. Okay. So, here at also countable nouns or countables are the nouns that can be counted, like books, pencils, pens, these are countable nouns. And uncountable nouns have both plural and singular forms. Usually most of the common and collective nouns are countable nouns. And uncountable nouns are those that cannot be counted. They are also called uncountables. Example, milk, sugar, tea, bread, soap. And uncountable nouns have singular form only. So, then there are nouns which can be countable or uncountable depending on the context, such as glass, fish and oil. Such as in this book it is written the foam is made up of glass, this is uncountable. But please give me an empty glass is countable. So there is a clear difference. So depending on the context, we are defining what is countable and what is uncountable. So countable nouns can be used with words such as a, few, many. Okay. So like few people came to the party, one boy got hurt while practicing, like this. Okay. And uncountable nouns cannot be used with these words. We cannot say one milk or a few sugar with uncountable nouns. We can use words like little or much, like this. Then there are some example like I need milk, put a little sugar in the milk. So we can also use group of words like a cup of, slice of, cakes of in uncountable nouns. And sometimes the proper nouns such as names of countries, okay, which are actually only one of their kind, they are actually uncountable nouns like India, Pakistan, names of particular places, Bhopal, Delhi. Because these names are unique and they have only one, so they are uncountable. Similarly, there are material nouns also which are sugar, milk, tea, iron. These are also uncountables. There is some abstract nouns such as honesty, knowledge, beauty. These are also uncountables. Okay. Then I told you in the previous class that we will start with what is a collective noun. And we have to learn a lot of definition of collective noun. Like a collective noun refers to a group of sets of animals or things forming a unit. The following examples are examples of collective noun. So in the previous class we learned that a collective noun are the nouns which talks about a collection as one whole. And then there were examples like a herd of buffaloes, a flight of geese, okay, a pride of lions in your book, for a gang of thieves, a pack of wolves, a swarm of bees, a bunch of keys, a regiment of soldiers, a squadron of policemen, a troop of dancers, a horde of savages, a litter of puppies, a bench of judges, a fleet of sheep, a choir of singers, then a brood of chicks, a crowd of people, a box of tools, a constellation of stars, a bouquet of flowers, a sheaf of arrows, a grove of trees, a shoal of fish, an orchestra of musicians, a congregation of people, a board of directors, a suite of rooms, a column of ants, a bundle of sticks, a chest of drawers. There are many such collective nouns like this, and I would suggest you all that all the 30 collective nouns that are there, you should all remember this 30 in the book, in which is given in page number 15 of your book. If you remember this, then it will be easier for you to give any example of a collective noun in your book. Now we have also learned that collective nouns are considered as something which are held in group or held in collection as whole, right? So a group of people watching a match are known as spectators. A group of people at a religious meeting are known as congregation. A group of people listening to a concert or lecture are called audience. A group of people gathered for a specific or particular purpose is called crowd. A group of people gathered for some destructive purpose is called mob. A group of savage people are called horde. For example, let's see an example. Example of a collective noun. Suppose I write this sentence. The police dispersed the mob. Okay. So the police dispersed the mob if I write. So here I can underline the mob and tell it to be a collective noun. Why? Because in your book, just see what it is written. Mob means, here mob means a group of people gathered for some destructive purpose. So a group of people gathered for some destructive purpose, this is known as mob. So like this, in a sentence, suddenly you will find a collective noun, and it is very important for this reason only to remember all the collective nouns that are given in the book. So your responsibility will be to remember all these 30 collective nouns. Okay, all these 30 collective nouns to be remembered by you. So previous class we have also read with material nouns, and we know that materials are nouns are names of material substances which are used as ingredients to make things. Basically material nouns are those nouns which can be touched, but the abstract nouns are the names of qualities, ideas or emotions that we cannot see or touch. Now I told you that friendship, honesty, these things cannot be touched. So these are abstract nouns. But we need to also know that how can we tell any word, or how can we form an abstract noun actually, because these are not just nouns, these are formed from other types of qualities, and if we tell in the parts of speech as qualities, okay, then it is formed from adjectives, then it is formed from verbs. Okay, so basically honest plus y is honesty, private plus ACY equal to privacy, like this. So how they are formed, we need to know how they are formed. So abstract nouns can be formed from adjectives, common nouns and verbs, and those are derived from adjectives. The common nouns signifying the qualities or characteristics are termed as attributive nouns. Excellence from excellent, eminence from eminent, in the example book it is written. And from the verbs which are called abstract nouns, which are derived from the verbs, are called verbal nouns, like protection from protect, decision from decide. So there are some suffix that are attributes, okay, that are given. So attributive and verbal nouns are formed by adding suffixes such as nes, dom, e, tation, ac, age or ly. However, in certain case, when a suffix is added to a root word, the spelling is slightly altered from the derived word. So birth from beer, length from long. So in our book there is a long chart which actually tells how from the root word this abstract noun is formed. Suppose for this word ACY, okay, this is the suffix. Suffix means the word that is added at the end. Suffix means the word that is added at the end, or the letters that are added at the end of the word are known as suffix. Okay. So, for example, private plus ACY, if I write it becomes privacy. So, private plus ACY becomes privacy. Private is the main word, AC is the suffix, and privacy becomes the abstract noun. Okay. So, this is how the abstract nouns are formed. Like private, privacy, decent, decency, age, break plus age equal to breakage, bond plus age equal to bondage, ITY, able plus ITY equal to ability, active plus ITY equal to activity. In page number 16 it is written in your book. You should all learn how this, with adding the suffixes, these abstract nouns are formed. Like from DOM, king plus DOM equal to kingdom, free plus DOM equal to freedom, arrive plus L equal to arrival, dismiss plus L equal to dismissal, arrogant plus ens equal to arrogance, assist plus ens equal to assistance, absent plus ens equal to absence, patient plus ens equal to patience, child plus hood equal to childhood, brother plus hood equal to brotherhood, coward plus is equal to cowardice, just plus is equal to justice, agree plus meant equal to agreement, merry plus meant equal to merriment, kind plus ness equal to kindness, clever plus ness equal to cleverness, friend plus ship equal to friendship, heart plus ship equal to hardship, provide plus Asian equal to Cn equal to provision, invade plus Cn equal to invasion, bear plus th equal to birth, deep plus th equal to depth, act plus tion equal to action, invent plus tion equal to invention. So novel plus ty equal to novelty, loyal plus ty equal to loyalty. You see, all these words are loyalty, invention, these are all abstract nouns. So discover plus y equal to discovery, honest plus y equal to honesty. Okay. Similarly, at times an abstract noun is formed by altering a few letters, like advice AC equal to ADVICE, CHWAC equal to choice, feed equal to food, practice equal to practice, prove equal to proof, strike stroke, belief belief, hate hatred, hot heat, life life, speak speech, think thought, like this. So you have to again memorize this chart also. So for abstract noun, your job is actually to memorize this chart, and for collective nouns also you have to remember the 30 plus 7 collective nouns. So apart from nouns, these are a few remembrance part of the nouns which will actually help you to understand the nouns better. Now I would suggest, we have done enough about nouns from the 2 days, and your job is to look at the assignment and solve the assignment on your own. Okay. So this was all about today's class. Thank you, students.